Okay, it is recording, so if we want to do a call, like, we're ready. If we want to. I don't know, because the thing is with My Hero Academia, like, I saw the 2 sub-episodes today, but at the same time, I wasn't really too excited.
They weren't good, or like...
I don't know, I just didn't feel into it. Just watching it sub after so long. Because originally I saw Academia sub, like, when the dub still hasn't come out. It'll be like a 2 or 3 week delay, I think.
Yeah, same here. That's the one thing I don't like about the streamline dubs and all that, is like, for whatever reason, and I'm not sure if it was because it was like Comic-Con or what, but like, if Funny goes on break, you kind of get screwed over.
Yeah, then I think the difference is that Academia wasn't a 13 episode show. It was like 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they would be done by that point, but it's like, oh no, we got another 12 more to go.
Yeah, so like, we're like 2 weeks behind.
Yeah,
and that sucks.
Yeah, because when the first season came out back in 2016, there was like a 3-week gap between the dub and the sub, but that was like from planned beforehand. But then again, it might have to do something with their announcement for season 2 when they said, "Oh yeah, that for the first 3 or 4 episodes they were gonna dub it on time," and it was surprising that they were gonna go beyond that, go beyond plus ultra. But apparently Funimation couldn't go that beyond.
But see, that's the thing I've noticed with Funimation. They usually say they have these dubs that come out on like the same day as the sub, but like they can't maintain it for long. Because like I remember there's this one dub that broke the record. It was for I forgot what season it aired, but the Akiba strip anime.
Uh-huh.
Like I think that one just came like just a few hours before the sub.
Wow.
It was like really fast and everything, but only maintained that for like 2 weeks, and then after that it went to being delayed for like a week or 2. So I was just like, okay, why you do this? Why It's like, why do you hook me up and then just leave me?
Yeah, that's the problem when it comes to watching seasonal anime, is that whenever something fucks up, it's there. Because if you see a completed show, no matter how old it is or how new it is, you won't have to worry about, oh, something's wrong with the schedule, there's a week delay, or like, oh, the animation doesn't look off, but it'll look better in the home video release. Or, it's censored on TV, on, the televised version, but once you get it on home video, then you don't have to worry about the censorship. Stuff like that.
Yeah, and then like, when you watch it seasonal, it sort of becomes part of your schedule, so when it's just not there, you're like, oh, that's weird. Wait, something's not,
Yeah. My whole day's ruined.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. Well, then for Academia, yeah, my day was ruined. I'm like, I didn't get to hear Chris Sabat is All Might, and then there's no Chris Sabat is Vegeta or Piccolo for like a week. So I was Sabatless.
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, no, I wouldn't go that far, because then there was Restaurant to Another World. He voices the chef there, and then, that's good.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I know
that wasn't completely Sabatless.
Yeah, I know I think you posted a tweet about like a Dragon Girl in that show.
Yeah, that was like the first episode.
Oh.
But she's never appeared again.
Oh.
But that's like she might appear again, but the whole deal with the restaurant, with the anime, is that in this fantasy world, there's like this door that randomly appears like once a week. And so all these fantasy residents, they walk in, and it connects to this restaurant where they eat like Japanese food for the first time, and like, this is like the greatest shit ever.
Mm.
And that's basically the whole anime so far for 3 episodes. It's just, you follow these fantasy adventure people, they're doing their shit, they find this door, and they eat food, and they're like, holy crap, this is like godly shit.
So it's basically more a fantasy-oriented gourmet manga.
Yeah, and the thing I appreciate about it, it's not like they're jizzing over the food. They're just like, yeah, this is really good tasting.
I took that literally.
I don't know, I think foodgasms have been going too far.
No, I took that literally as if someone was like coming on the food. Like, oh no, it takes the seasoning.
Yeah, so that's the chef's secret. He jizzes on the food.
some Gintama.
It's like, yeah, I used some mayonnaise on this sandwich, you know?
I don't know, it sounds like Futurama logic with the whole slurm soda.
Yeah, that name just sounds nasty.
Slurm. Like, oh, you want to try my slurm? All over your mouth.
I don't know, slurm to me sounds like a mixture of like phlegm and semen just like mixed together. And that's just nasty. Yeah, what else was going? I'm trying to think of any news updates, but there's like nothing. I mean, there was like small pieces of news, but like they're so minor. It's like, why bother? Like supposedly in Japan, there's a Mazinger Z campaign where like Mazinger Z is talking about going against measles or something like that.
I never heard that.
But there's no like commercials, just like a poster. Yeah. It's all in Japanese, so like, why bother?
Yeah, because the difference between like cartoon news or comic book news is like, you know, we get it in the country, you know, something is gonna happen. But if it's like in Japan, it's like, well, we'll be lucky if something happens over here.
You know what? I should be looking at cartoon news just for the, you know, there might be more cartoon news than anime news some weeks.
I don't know. I don't really care. I've been
out of the loop.
That's
true. Well, I mean, I still care about cartoons. Comic books like that, you just hear no matter what. You don't even have to go on a website. You'll hear it on social media somehow, either on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. You like comic book news. You're always in the loop, even if you don't want to be.
Yeah, that's how I was for One Piece for a while. Like I would hear about it even without watching or reading the show. So, anyways, I guess we'll formally introduce ourselves now at this late in the game. Hello, I'm the anime hero. I review anime so you can enjoy it. And here's my friend,
Mr. Falcon Punch and 996. Yeah, I probably won't say my full intro because I've realized it's pretty damn long. But
I'll just say Falcon Punch. I don't know.
Yeah, 996. I'm the anime amigo. Yeah.
Oh gosh. Well, speaking of amigo, that reminded me of I don't know why it bugs me so fucking much. Like I swear, just about every Hispanic in any type of form of fiction, they always shown like maybe they're not being racist or anything, but they always show to be seen interpreted as like some sort of loser or something bad happens to them for no good reason. Because like recently, I was watching the Nostalgia Critics review on the Tom and Jerry and Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory movie. And
I've been seeing a lot of people review that. That's a recent thing, right?
Yeah, that's the most recent Tom and Jerry one.
Okay, because I've seen like 4 different reviewers talk about it. I'm like, what's the big deal? Is it just bad? Because I think that came out a while back. It's not like that recent.
Yeah, because he even acknowledged that, you know, Tom and Jerry have done like other films in that style, like the one before that one was Wizard of Oz. And,
yeah, I saw that on TV, or like partially on TV.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. That one got a more big deal. Well, the point is that there's a scene where Droopy makes a cameo, and for some reason he's Hispanic. I don't know why, but the thing is, like, he's the one that actually forged a ticket, so you see him get arrested.
Oh.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, like, and he happens to be the one Hispanic dude that appears in the damn fucking movie.
I mean, I can't think of other cases where the Hispanic guy is like down.
I know, because Amazing Spider-Man, like the Garfield guy, like he takes the Hispanic guy's ID to sneak into the fucking project. Meanwhile, the Hispanic guy gets kicked out, and then like.
Okay, I don't remember that. But then again, the Amazing Spider-Man movies.
Batman v Superman, fucking Day of the Dead, The Kitchen, and La Cocina. Because, you know, they're watching Mexicano news. Superman saves a little Mexicana girl.
Well, I won't say that makes them losers.
No, but
like, when they all start swarming over Superman.
Then, like, they're basically they're never like presented like in just like an average person. They're always presented like in the benefit of someone else. And that's the problem.
I guess I see where that's coming from. Yeah, we need more machete. We need like, you know, like in the 70s, 80s, there's like that blaxploitation era. Like we should have some exploitation era.
Exploitation. Oh yeah.
We should just have a whole bunch of those. Like instead of black dynamite, we need like a brown TNT.
What the fuck? No. I got it. TNT. This is gonna be so stereotypical, but TNT, taco and taco.
Something like that. And he has like a sombrero he can throw around like Captain America's shield or some shit.
Make him the most like stereotypical Mexicano ever.
No, we need like El Santo to come back because he had all those like B movies back. We need him to come back with like the Blue Demon and like cross over with the cinematic, like superhero cinematic universes. I don't know, pick one.
We need like one. You know, we do need like a really good Mexican mass wrestler. That's for sure because there's been like characters like that one guy in Jackie Chan Adventures.
No, right.
You know, but they're never like, you know, the main dude, and whenever they are the main dude, the show just flops like Los Luchadores, as I played before in that other podcast.
No.
Los Luchadores, the faceless heroes, Lucha Libre and Mascarados, Lobo Fuerte and Turbine together, meet Villanos, champions forever.
Yeah, I know. I think that Despicable Me villain, like, what was his name? El Macho?
Yeah.
I think. Like, I kind of wish he had his own movie. He was fucking cool. He
Yeah,
was the best part of that movie. I think he was like the only thing I remember from that movie. To be honest,
and
you know, I mean, there's the purple minions, but I'm like, at this point, I'm so fatigued by minions. I mean, I know it's become popular to hate them, but really, I've just become so fatigued by them because they're everywhere. It's almost unnecessary at this point. It's like I close my eyes and I see minions. It's just like
Anyways, usually we talk about the news, but I don't think there's anything important. So we'll talk about like anime shows later. You know, the seasonal stuff. All the topics are in the description. This podcast is so disorganized compared to the usual ones.
Wait, no, topics? Question mark. Topics?
Yeah.
The description.
Well, there always have been there, but this time around it's more like whatever the fuck because we're not in our stride yet because a bunch of our anime shows that we would talk about have finished. So now we're just waiting for some of the new ones to build up momentum. That way we can talk about them because, you know, the Reflection is out, but I kind of want to see the dub for it, so I haven't watched a single episode yet.
Oh, I mean, I watched it when it came out because, like, it came out really late in the season, so at this point I'm like, okay, I've been dying to see this, I'm just going to watch it right now. But then, like, the dub news comes out. Vic Mañana is going to be the main character. I'm like, God knows how long I haven't seen him do anything.
Yeah.
And then Stan Lee is not only going to voice himself, he's going to voice another character.
Ooh.
So I'm like, dude, that's something you have to see. Like, if anything, like, just for that.
Yeah. Well, other than the fact that it's a superhero anime, so that's made by Stan Lee. So.
Yeah. And then, like, I mean, I remember hearing news that supposedly the Spider-Man Homecoming was, like, his last
cameo.
I mean, I'm still not sure if that's 100% true. And if that is true, it was a bit disappointing. I still wanted something much more grander for a Stan Lee cameo with Spider-Man.
The Stan Lee movie.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still thinking, like, if they did, like, old Aunt May and Uncle Ben should have been, like, Stan Lee.
Yeah.
Because how fucking awesome that would have been. Like, Stan Lee's just on the floor, goes to Spider-Man, it's like, great power comes great responsibility.
Or in his words.
And then just, like, looks up into the sky with his hand in the air, like, Rao or something. Just, like, it's young.
Like,
dies in young Peter Parker.
I'll go meet Jack Kirby in heaven.
I'll meet all those greats.
Yeah.
Oh. That would have been the greatest shit. Like, that would have been a proper send-off.
Yeah.
But, like, let's hope that wasn't his last cameo.
With
great... could have made it more, like, heartfelt.
With great Excelsior comes great Excelsior.
I'm surprised, like, Reflection, they just have a character called Excelsior.
Yeah, just doesn't be the superhero, the Excelsior.
Actually, why hasn't Marvel done that? That's, like, such a logical step. Like, he has the catchphrase, just do it already.
Yeah. I'm kind of wondering how Ultimo turned out, because I haven't gone and looked back on that.
Yeah, I know, I need to get on that, too. Because I've been watching Heroman. I mean, I know you completed it. I haven't yet. And then there's Ultimo, and like, did he work on anything else? I don't think
that's
so.
all I know when it comes to like
And
Japanese
I don't think he
stuff.
worked on the Disc Monster.
No, I think he just He might have cameo, but I don't know. Then again, like his cameos in Heroman were like pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, like, I remember the first episode, it kind of threw me off guard. Like, oh, you even cameo in the fucking animes.
Stan Lee Desu.
I'm trying to think, was this before the cinematic? Let me see, like, when did Hero Man come out? Was that before the cinematic universe?
Hero Man was 2010, I think.
So, like, he was kind of starting out, right?
Yeah, well, he was already making cameos even, like, before the universe even started.
Right, yeah, because I still remember, like, in the Spider-Man trilogy, he appeared in the scene.
Yeah, he was in Hulk, X-Men, Daredevil.
Actually, I don't remember the X-Men ones.
Let me think. I'm trying to remember. The first one was at the beach. I'm not sure if he appeared in the second one, but I do know the third one. He was at the, shit, what was the third one? Oh yeah, the third one was at the very beginning of the movie when they're showing, like, young Magneto and young Xavier. Because Jean Grey as a child was, like, levitating things, and then you see Stanley outside watering the garden with the hose, and the water's going up. He's like, oh, holy shit. But to me, the funniest one was just in Cinematic Universe Hulk, because I think he drank some stuff and he died from it.
Oh, yeah.
Then again, the Deadpool one was pretty funny, too, because he was, like, in a strip club.
Yeah, he was like the DJ at the strip club, or he was something like that.
Yeah, then I'm trying to remember what other movie, maybe you can remind me. I don't remember which movie it was, but I do know there was one where you're supposed to get into this party, and it's saying, what's your name on the list? Stan Lee. It's like, your name's on the list. What are you talking about?
I'm thinking it had to be one of the Iron Man movies.
I want to say it was Iron Man, but I'm not even sure which one.
I'm not sure which one. It's either the second or third. I want to say maybe the second, when like Tony's like having his alcohol issues and he's having all those parties at his house. I want to say maybe there, because I know it's definitely not the first one. Because the first one he's like the Playboy guy. What's his name? Hugh Hefner.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, because Tony like says like, "Hey Hugh," and then he leaves, and Stanley turns around. It's like, what the fuck was that?
What?
It's like what?
I don't know. I'm actually hoping they give him like a much bigger role with these cameos. I don't know. That's what like I've been wanting. That's like the one thing that probably disappointed me most about like Homecoming. Like, it was a good movie. I'm still not sure if it's like the best Spider-Man movie ever, but it was good. And it finally gave me something I've been wanting to see from a superhero movie for like the longest time, and that's like actual superheroing. You know, because like so many of these superhero movies are like, you know, we have our problems, so we're just gonna beat each other up, you know, or you know, or it's like a really personal conflict. It's not really about saving the day. It's just more like their agenda. Or something like that. Like, you know, for example, I'm hyped for it, but the next Thor movie is just like, you know, Asgard's destroyed, and then they go to like some gladiator place, and they're, you know, it's like not really like superhero things. It's more like stories involving the superheroes. Like, I don't know.
Let's Hurricane Polymer this.
Yeah, like, I just want more saving little girls from like falling buildings. You know, that's what I want. Yeah. Saving a cat from a tree. And see, that was the thing I liked about Spider-Man. Spider-Man was so fucking street level. You know, he was helping old ladies, you know, guiding them in the streets and all that, you know, saving cats, saving people from getting their cars stolen.
Yeah, basically woman writer.
Exactly. To me, that's a real superhero. You know, they're the ones that really care for the people, ones you can rely on. It's like, thanks, buddy. Just thumbs up in the air, like, yeah.
Well, speaking of superheroes, I was rewatching Tiger and Bunny 2 today.
Tiger and Bunny 2?
Yeah, you know, the second movie.
Oh, okay, I'm like, they made a sequel? Like, oh. Like, I was taking a step back there. I'm like, I know I watched Tiger and Bunny a long time ago, but like, whoa. Okay, I never watched any of the movies, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, The Rising, because for some reason the scene you reminded me of, I was thinking about was, I was gonna say, like, you know, after you mentioned, you know, praising the heroes, that maybe they should open like a website or something, and the first thing that came to mind was Wild Tiger checking like his website, and he wasn't getting many views.
No.
Yeah.
No views.
Which I find weird, because by the end of the movie, like, it turns out, like, a lot of people really want him to be, you know, back in action and things, and why isn't his website getting anything good?
Because people don't know what they have until it's gone.
Oh.
Fuckers!
Well,
Tiger's like, no, I'm not going to come back as a hero. I'm going to come back as a villain until I hit this many views on my website. It becomes like one of those like YouTubers. Like, can I get 1,000 views at the end of this video?
You were making me think of Barnacle Boy when he was like I want to be a villain. I want to be called Barnacle Man.
Yeah, I actually miss watching SpongeBob on TV because like where I live, we don't have Nickelodeon. It's like part of a paid package, so like I don't see SpongeBob that often anymore. And like I know you can basically watch SpongeBob anytime you want on YouTube. Like there's these like live streams that just play SpongeBob 24/7. I don't know how you get away with that with YouTube copyright, but it's always there. But like to me, it's not the same without seeing SpongeBob on TV. Like to me, it's just like I don't know. It doesn't have that, I guess, nostalgia factor. But
I don't know, different experience.
Yeah, I guess because like that's why people are like, oh yeah, you know, will TV ever go away? I'm like, I don't know, maybe not for just this generation because like TV is sort of nostalgic, but I'm pretty sure the next generation they're just gonna be like, fuck TVs. What's a TV? That's what old people use. It's all about the computer.
Yeah, I always kind of imagined that one day the TV would become the computer, or, you know, computers would be in that part of the room. I mean, they kind of
make that direction, because I know there's, like, TVs you could use the internet with, like the smart TVs.
Yeah.
Like, they're already in that direction. I mean, like, dude, we're getting to the point where soon everything's going to have a fucking Wi-Fi signal.
Yeah.
Like, your fucking shoes are going to have, like, GPS systems. They can just walk you to where... they will walk you to where you want to go. But, yeah, so that got sidetracked. So we get to that point where it's just like, do we just continue rambling on, having a normal conversation? Or do we actually talk about what we were watching?
Well, I don't know anymore.
Because, like, you said you didn't watch The Reflection, though, right? Because you're waiting for the dub?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you didn't watch it, so I can't.
So, did you see while we're on the subject of superheroes, did you see the rest of My Hero Academia, like, the recent stuff, or no?
I actually forgot about it, but if you tell me about it, I can remember the manga. That's the beauty. I mean, I'll watch it today so I can get up to date.
Yeah.
But, like, for the longest time, I'm like, like, I felt so unmotivated, which is kind of saddening to me, because I love Hero Academia. It's, like, one of my favorite, I mean, I don't know where it places in my list of favorite series, but it's, like, one of my favorite series right now. I love the manga and all that, but, like, you get so hooked on the dub, and you're, like, so used to the voices. Like, I can't listen to Japanese Deku anymore. It just doesn't sound right. I just keep calling him Deku because it's easier.
Yeah. I know you call him.
The thing is, I didn't want to spoil my friends because I was saying that. And they're like, oh, you shouldn't call him Deku because that's offensive to him. And I'm like, a couple episodes, it's going to be his name.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this was a couple weeks ago before that episode hit, but, like, I didn't want to spoil anything for them. I was like, okay. But, yeah, so it was like 2 episodes were behind it, right?
Yeah, I even forgot the numbers because I didn't write them down. Like, what numbers were... Okay.
We don't really need the exact numbers.
Well, I do, because that's what I put in the description.
You could just be like, look it up on Wikipedia, kids.
Okay, it's 28 and 29.
Alright.
Yeah, because, oh yeah, I should probably mention... Fucking, this whole podcast is all out of whack. Because in the beginning of the video, I should be mentioning that some shows might have a week delay because our recording schedulings went back to what it originally went to. So whatever new thing pops out, like on the following Saturday, is something that we already recorded beforehand. So whatever, I don't know.
Right.
So anyways, I saw the 2 episodes, even though I would prefer watching a dub after seeing 27 of them dub. But anyways, what happened in 28? You see, like, I saw them today, not so long ago, like maybe like 4 or 5 hours ago, and I'm already forgetting what I saw.
See, That's what I was thinking I was gonna do. Like when I watch the sub, I'm just gonna like skim through it so I get the general idea and take my notes. When the dub comes out, I'll just properly watch it so I can like get my full enjoyment out of it. But I forgot to do that because like yesterday I was tired.
Yeah.
So, because I've been a working boy lately.
Mm-hmm.
Been doing internship, and when I come back from that, I work out to get Macho for Macho March properly.
Yeah.
Gonna look like a JoJo character. I don't know, maybe not that far. Maybe like a Part 5 JoJo character. I don't know. They still got muscles.
I guess. What was I gonna go with this? Oh yeah, Hero Academia. Like the first episode 28 was about, still the whole internships thing because Izuku was training with Gran Torino, and he's getting progress. Then the episode ends with Shigaraki and Hero Killer, having their little argument, and then the attack on the city happens with the 3 other Nomus.
Oh, okay, so the Nomus are out.
Yeah, then episode 29, that's when Ida finds Hero Killer, and there's a little bit of fighting because Izuku shows up and Todoroki's there too.
Oh, okay, so then this week's episode's like the actual conflict.
Yeah, you do see him like a good chunk of the fight already. With he was already cutting Izuku, and Todoroki showed up to protect him. So I think the fighting might end actually this Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, at least for that. And then because we already saw Endeavor take down one of the Nomus with just burning it fucking alive. So yeah, I'm assuming the fighting will end. I'm not sure we're gonna get that moment where where Hero Killer Stain does his scene that gets viral.
No.
I'm not sure that would happen next week or maybe the week after.
Yeah, but like I remember when like Todoroki comes in, I always thought that moment was so cool because like Midoriya was just like, I think he like texted him or something.
Yeah.
And then he just appears like, bro, I got you back.
Yeah, yo, I got your text. What's happening?
I just think how cool that is because like, it just shows in that competition they had like just how much of a bond they created to that thing. To the point where it's like, yeah, okay, we got each other's numbers. I'll just hit you up when needed. Like I don't know, I always found that like it's a really cool aspect of that.
I know it's part. Like if a rival decided to like give you their number.
You see, that's the thing I like about their relationship. It's not like they're rivals, but it's like in a friendly way. It's not like the Bakugo way where it's just like, oof, better step back because this boy is fucking.
He's gonna explode.
Yeah, he's gonna explode. Like shit, man.
Yeah.
I was gonna make a shit joke about Bakugo, but I'll just keep it to myself. Explosive diarrhea or some shit. But
Well, you didn't really keep it to yourself anymore if you just told me.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But like, I wasn't going to go into full detail about it. Like, I was going to plan because I'm like, you know what? Let's have some more respect today. Because I realize every time we talk about Hero Academia, we just say something dirty about it.
Well, I'm trying to think. Was there anything? No, there was something. I don't think there was anything dirty in these 2 episodes that happened recently.
Well, I don't know. Stain didn't do some tongue movement.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was Taste of a Liar for one with him and Todoroki.
Okay, so there we go.
Yeah, just like yeah.
See, with Stain, I'm like, is that tongue not a quirk itself? That's not a natural tongue.
It looks infected.
Maybe it's because of all the blood he's licked.
Yeah, because it looks like it has warts and stuff. It's like, oh.
Like it's a nasty tongue. Like damn, it's like all fat. It's like shit, bro. Go to a doctor, get that shit checked. Like you really don't know where that tongue's been.
Yeah. Well, we have a bit of an idea.
Oh yeah, okay. We saw it, but beforehand.
Yeah. Where's he licking?
What is he licking?
Yeah, how many licks? How many licks does it take to get to the center of this guy's quirk? 1, 2. Oh.
I'm wondering how it feels because I don't know why I'm getting it feels like sandpaper. Oh. I don't know why I'm getting that feeling, but it doesn't look like a normal fucking tongue.
Oh, it looks like it'll itch.
Yeah,
it'll give you a rash.
Like if it was a Pokemon, you know, like it just licks you and then like you're.
Oh, I'm paralyzed. Oh my god! Actually, that is what he does. He does.
Holy shit! Stays a Pokemon.
He knows lick.
He's a fucking lickitung. A lickitung that achieved human form.
Licky licky. Yeah. Ah, fuck. Shit, what else do we usually talk about?
Love-hated Lickitung. It's such a weird Pokemon, but
Oh yeah, that reminds me. We forgot to talk about something last time.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, we forgot to talk about the Jigen episode.
Oh, yeah, and then there was another episode of Fujiko.
Yeah, the Fujiko one.
The bitch. Yeah. But yeah, let's talk about the Jigen episode.
Yeah. Jigen's like, oh shit, Jigen. Oh, actually, I was getting flashbacks because I'm like, Jigen had that fucking tooth problem. I was like, this is taking me back to like early 2017. Oh fuck. Or was it 2016? Now I don't remember anymore. Shit. No wait, I think it was 2016 where I had that get that molar removed.
Right. I was gonna say, yeah, the Jigen episode that inspired a couple of videos of yours. Yeah, I don't actually remember the actual time of year, but yeah, you know, the episode starts off and Jigen has tooth issues.
Yeah.
And then he goes to a town where this guy shoots people up, but doesn't really kill them.
No.
Which I find kind of weird. Like, the amount of times he shoots people, I'm like, wouldn't they bleed out, though?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I understand, like, does he know, like, a perfect anatomy of the body to know exactly what locations won't kill people? I don't fucking know.
Like, I always found that aspect of the episode kind of weird. I'm like, okay, goodbye. There's, like, this one guy in this town that's just shooting people up and sending them to the hospital. But he's, like, you know, just paralyzing people. I'm like, is that, like... I mean, okay, I could buy it that it could happen. But, like, he doesn't just shoot them once. Like, he just shoot them in the spine and they're paralyzed. It's just, like, fucking shooting them everywhere. Gun Hokuto Shinken, I don't know.
Yeah, but then Jigen shows his stuff. Just like, yeah, I'll just go in there without a gun and, you know, take care of the problem myself.
You know, for early Blue Jacket, Jigen was, like, the saving grace of the show. Because it was, like, the second episode where he does that grenade thing, right?
Yeah.
And then in the other episode, he's getting tortured. It's like, oh shit. And then, like, he gets his own episode to himself. So, like, for a while, like, at least for me personally, Jigen was carrying the show. And then until, like, it eventually got good. But, yeah.
Yeah, Daisuke Jigen.
Yeah, good old Daisuke Jigen.
Yeah, and then Lupin shows up at the very end. He's like, well, why wasn't I in this episode today, Jigen?
Why weren't you hanging out with me, Jigen? It becomes the reverse.
No, Jigen, you should be hanging out with me.
But what about my health? Fuck your health.
If you're with me, it'll all be okay. But then again, like, Jigen was, like, getting him down a little bit with that doctor's, like, just a little bit. I mean, yeah, even Lupin was telling him, aren't you gonna go save Biter or something, man? Like, come on.
Yeah, I've noticed most episodes that are, like, Jigen focused usually involve a lady, which is always funny, considering he's just kind of, like, never really into women, unless it's, like, an episode dedicated to him. What else was relevant that episode?
I think that was about everything, really.
Yeah, I think that was about it. And then we get the next episode, where it's, like, with the circus.
Yeah, the Fujiko episode.
But the one thing, though, is, like, watching this dubbed, the one thing I was really questioning is when the guy Fujiko was tricking was having this flashback and he was talking to the guy who had the secrets and everything.
Mm-hmm.
He had an Italian accent, yet no one else does, and they're in Italy. So I'm like, what the fuck gives? Like, why does one guy, do, like, old people just have the Italian accent, and the new generation is like, oh yeah, fuck that.
Well, I don't know. Maybe, well, I guess, but then again, I guess since he was from the circus, they were from the circus, all like maybe all culturally mixed or something.
So like, even in the circus, you're just stereotypical. Just like, hey!
Well, I don't know, because there's been, like, accents in the show, but not necessarily Italian so far.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because Rebecca doesn't have an Italian accent at all.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, for some reason, I thought she was going to sound like a Californian girl. Like the stereotypical Californian girl. Like, OMG, like, totally.
Like, totally, Lupin. You're, like, let's...
Like, Lupin, you're my BFF. LOL.
Who the fuck is this bitch? This
Why is she all over my man? Oh, no, she did. Oh, God.
XD, hugs and kisses.
Actually, now that we're saying this, I know why they didn't. That would have been cancerous. Like, get this shit out my Lupin.
Well, I guess.
No matter how goofy Lupin gets, there needs to be a level of class.
Yeah, that's true. There has to be some degree.
Yeah. After all, Lupin's always in the suit and tie no matter what.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, but in this case, he was wearing the glasses, you know, referencing the Green Jacket episode.
Yeah, no, like, Lupin with glasses, like, it's amazing what a pair of glasses could do to a person.
Yeah, with this Lupin's like, that's his disguise, too.
I mean, if it works for Clark Kent, why not?
Yeah, I mean, back with Goemon, like, Goemon didn't even know who Lupin was. Wait, I'm trying to remember, did he knew that it was Lupin beforehand, or he didn't know at all?
I don't think he knew, and it wasn't until later it was revealed, and that's when he's, like, running away from him.
Yeah, because...
I still remember there's that picture where, like, a Green Jacket where Lupin's just pointing and laughing with his glasses on, and it's like, oh, how do you know what this Lupin fella looks like? And I'm like, oh, Lupin, you little shit. Like,
like, clever disguise, you know? A pair of glasses, that's all I need.
You're not worth the...
you speak of. You don't need... I don't need some top-tier disguise for you, Goemon. This is all I need.
That's the thing I love about the... I mean, I haven't heard the new voice actor laugh, but, like, I remember the original voice actor for, like, Lupin. He had this, like, really distinct laugh that I always... I couldn't help but laugh with him. It was, like, so contagious, but, it was kind of like a goatish laugh. I don't know how to describe it, but it was, like, it's good stuff. But, yeah, I mean, this episode was basically... There's a circus, this one boy, you know, or not really boy, he's like a young man.
Yeah, young.
Has these secrets to this, like...
Magician.
Was he like a magician? Yeah, like a magician who had like 1,000 tricks or whatever. Mm-hmm. And so Fujiko goes in, of course, gets close to him, trying to get these secrets. But like Lupin tells this guy, it's like, hey man, you know, that's Fujiko. She's gonna like, she's hot and everything, but she's gonna fuck you up, but not in that kind of way.
That's for me.
That's for me. I'm a married man, but you know, I make time for Fujiko. I always make time. Because, like, in that episode, especially towards the end, like, Fujiko's all like, aren't you married, Lupin? He's like, yeah, you know, this is different.
Yeah, because even the very beginning, when they're giving the flashbacks, Fujiko's like, why don't... well, you didn't marry me. He's like, oh...
I know, she's, like, really taking the whole thing, like, really personally.
Yeah, it's like...
Which I do like. I mean,
yeah, I'm breaking up with you, Lupin. I don't want to see you, fucker.
Just get married. Let's see, that's the one thing I didn't like about Blue Jacket, this marriage thing. I'm like, why though? Like, I think that it could have been a cool plot, but like, it just, why did it happen though? It almost felt like it only happened just so we could have Rebecca, and even then, why did we need Rebecca? These are all aspects that could have been tweaked so much.
Yeah, well, the thing is, Blue seems to be doing like the stuff what happens in movies and TV specials, only with the long version. But the thing is, when it comes to weddings, like, Fujiko has been... I can think of 2 scenes, like, in Red Jacket, where a wedding was involved. One of them was about, like, was actually featured a pretty good villain in that episode. Because what he would do, he would have a bunch of ex-wives, and then he would preserve them by killing them, and then... and keeping them, like, wax figures or something. But there was another episode way later. I think it's the one about when they're trying to steal a bell, if I remember correctly. Because I remember the subs were saying, like, we need to steal the clock. And I'm like, oh, these shitty subs. Like, these aren't good. But, yeah, because I remember, like, Fujiko was, like, marrying this one guy, but then Lupin wasn't happy about it. But, I think, I know in Pink, there have been 2 or 3 times where Lupin and Fujiko try to get together, but Fujiko's never willing to commit. which then contradicts how she felt in Green Jacket because she was willing to commit, but Lupin was the one that wasn't. And then now in Blue, it's like, well, we're in this mess.
Yeah, see, that's the only thing I don't understand about the commitment part. I'm like, why? Like, that was one thing always disappointed me about that Green Jacket episode. I'm like, bro, why did he run away?
Yeah, especially when it comes to, like, when you see Red, it's like, you know, that's Lupin's totally smitten with her.
Yeah, and then in Pink, it just looks like they're dating casually.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I've been rewatching Pink. It's actually been, like, well, watch it with the right subs this time, so it's like pretty been. I think the beginning of Pink's been pretty good because I've already seen
I watched
7.
the beginning of Pink, and I'm like, I remember I was watching Pink and Red simultaneously. I'm like, wow, Pink is so much better. Why is Pink getting the shit?
Yeah, yeah.
I was like wondering that for the longest time. I'm like, why does Pink get so much shit?
Yeah, because the first episode, like in Pink. Well, let's wrap up the Blue before we go to Pink. Because I got something to say for Pink, but yeah, Blue. Fujiko, you know, the whole thing she wanted to do was just, like, get close to him, make him become a true magician, and then, you know, make more money off of him that way.
Yeah, because in the end, she just takes him to, like, an agent.
Yeah, because for a moment I thought it was her in disguise, but it actually wasn't. Because if it was, I think it would be referencing, like, the Red Jacket episode with, Mine Bujiko. Where she's supposed to be like, oh, I'm Fujiko's aunt, and I'm like, and then it turns out, oh, it's actually her.
I always wondered that in, like, animes where it's like you have someone related, it's like the same name, but it's like the letters off. Like, I know in Crayon Shin-chan, like, the mom's Mitzi, and then she has a sister, like, Bitsy. I'm like, were the parents just fucking with you guys? Just like, let's just have the same name, but, like, one letter change.
Yeah, it's easy to remember.
I guess. But then again, if that's your excuse, you're a really shitty parent. Oh, you know, he just gave you the names. They're easy to remember. But you won't remember your own child's name? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But, yeah, that was the Blue Jacket episode.
Yeah.
And then next week is, like, or this week, is,
should be the Zenigata one.
Right. Zenny's episode. That was a pretty solid episode, I remember.
And then we gotta wait another month just to get to Goemon.
Yep. The Goemon Spotlight episode.
Yeah, and that's it. Well, then we're gonna have to wait till the Lupin Crew episodes, like when they're having their, you know, hey, let's go to the sushi restaurant, Goemon.
Yeah.
And then the one where, like, they had to play that game underground.
You know, I could watch, like, an entire season of just, like, Lupin traveling with Goemon and Jigen in, like, in a car or an RV or something. I would watch the shit out of an anime. It doesn't even have to be about heists. It could just be them traveling, like, cross-country.
Yeah, the road trip Lupin.
Yeah, like, I would totally watch a road trip Lupin series. Easily. I don't know, I think that would be, like, the coolest shit.
Well, moving on, like, I guess I'll talk a little bit about Pink Jacket from, like, the 7 or so episodes that I saw. I forgot the exact number. I think it was 7. Because right off the bat in the first episode, like, the first thing that happens in the show is, like, a pretty strange dream where Lupin is about to get eaten by a shark, and then the shark has to fall, and then he answers it, and then he wakes up from his dream.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, but the first cool thing he does is, like, he gets, like, hijacked into this other guy's car by, you know, Spike Spiegel looking dude. And then he's like, I forgot how he did it, but I know there was, like, a truck that passed by and Lupin strapped to a bomb. But it's just so cool that when the truck passed by, Lupin actually took away his gun and handcuffs and, like, a photo of that guy so some other guy could, like, get to him later. And then he breaks out of the car when Jigen shows up to save the day. I don't know, it's just like a cool thing. And then I just find it a little weird that a lot of his tools have been balloons recently. Like, all these fake balloons to escape things. I'm like,
Yeah, no, it was kind of like, like, I mean, towards the end of the episode, there's this cool usage of balloons where, like, they're in that jail, and, like, from far distance, he just makes these, like, balloon decoys.
Yeah.
I mean, that was cool, but like, there's other cases. Like, I think there's like a later episode where he has this balloon that just takes him up in the air.
Yeah, it's in the second one because like Zenigata was trying to catch him, and then he just pops it in his face and just like hacks it like a shield, and then he just floats away with it.
Lupin the Balloon Man.
Yeah, because even the recent episode that I saw was 7 against Gurg or Gurv. Yeah, it was Gurv, the Death Gurv. You know, that guy that can see bullets.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because like that's also the episode where Lupin wears a white suit, and then he's like at the table with him, and when the lights go out, Gurv was shooting, and then he hit a balloon. It's like, what's with the balloons, Lupin?
Really like balloons.
Yeah, I don't know what's with this pink jacket liking balloons so much, but yeah.
Well, no, it's like I think he likes things that pop, because then he even has like a bubble. That bubble one episode that could like
that was episode
put
2.
people in a daze. Oh yeah. So it's just like I don't know. He just likes popping
floating things that float.
Poppy.
They all float. I'm trying to remember the episodes because I know episode 2 was about Zenigata trying to figure out this guy that was actually stealing the gold. Episode 3 was about because episode 3 right off the bat starts off with a tragic episode, a little girl that doesn't have much to live, and then she ends up taking a bullet for Lupin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so there was that already. Like that was a level of seriousness that you don't get from Ray right off the bat. And then episode 4 was about Lupin saving Fujiko.
Right.
Yeah, because it then even shows that the love is so profound that somehow Lupin was able to receive a telepathic message from Fujiko.
Yeah, that's kind of pushing him. Like, whoa. Buddy.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I feel like we have a psychic link.
Lupin has like, oh, I can sense the aura.
I can sense Fujiko. Maybe it's like cool.
No, it's like as Lupin's getting closer, he gets a message from Jigen telepathically. Lupin, come back. You should be hanging out with me. Don't go there, man. It's dangerous.
Well, I was thinking,
come on, man. We'll play checkers.
I was thinking something on the lines of like Kuwabara with Yukina's like, my red pinky string can find her. Yeah, so maybe Lupin has like a Fujiko detector in his head. It's like I sense Fujiko undressing.
My Fujiko senses a tingling.
Yeah. And Jigen, and meanwhile, when Lupin moves, Jigen's like, my Lupin senses are tingling.
Tingling my beard. You know, his like beard points him in the right direction.
Like, wait up, best buddy. I'll help you out, Lupin.
I don't know what kind of senses would like going on all my Japanese senses. Like, something Japanese nearby.
So I sense sushi.
Oh my god.
I sense sushi, pickled plums, and sake. And tofu.
Green tea.
Yeah. And Zenigata, I guess he also has a Lupin detector.
Well, technically, he actually did in one movie.
Yeah, it was Farewell to Nostradamus, where he has the like, it's the Lupin detector. Like, I'll get you, Lupin.
I used to hate that voice, but I grew to love it. I'm like, why doesn't he sound like that anymore?
I don't know. Lupin the Third, you're under arrest.
It was like that old school kind of like cartoon.
Yeah, it's like, now listen here, see, we're gonna catch this Lupin thief and we're gonna get him good. I want him by the book, fellas.
Like, it kind of fits Zenigata. Like, that kind of,
it fits. It's that the other Zenny voice would be like, I forgot the actor's name for Red Jacket, but because you know Blue Jacket's a different actor now, but yeah, he would speak in that tone of voice like, I'll get you next time, Lupin. No, damn it, Lupin. But yeah, what was I in Pink? Yeah, what was episode 5 about? Yeah, episode 5 was about that. It was about like this Nazi and his two sons. There's two children, and then, you know, it was a little bit about Goemon, but Lupin did another cool thing again where they throw a boomerang at him, and then Jigen's trying to shoot it, it's having no luck, and Lupin says, let's just get the fuck out of here, Jigen, and then later, how do we find them? Well, during that scene, I actually put a tracer on the boomerang.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
I know, it's like everything Pink Lupin does, it's just so fucking cool. It's like, no matter what.
The Pink Lupin, I would say, is probably like as close as getting to like
I want to say it might be. I want to say it might be cooler than green, depending if I see some more stuff. Because one thing's for sure, I don't think there's gonna be many scenes where he, it just kills people like with no fucks given.
Yeah, because like Green Jacket Lupin, like I saw the first episode, it's not giving a shit. Like people in the water just like throws some like something like electric base at them. And like Lupin, he just killed them all.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Walked away.
Oh yeah. Speaking of that scene, I realized that scene was redone in Island of Assassins.
Oh.
Yeah, very briefly towards the end, it's where they're like in a base and the girl's about to get shot and Lupin just like wets the floor and then it just electrocutes him. It's like, hey, this Lupin actually killed people.
The way you said wets the floor, just this.
Time to let out the monkey. Monkey punch, go!
It's like, ah, shit, I pissed the floor again.
Yeah, let the bodies hit the floor. Oh yeah. I'm trying to remember what episode 6 was about, because 6 was about the military fight going on in this city, and it was about Jigen and his friend.
Oh yeah, is that where like Lupin gets a tank or something?
Yeah, Lupin gets a tank, but the thing is, like, when they're going, at the very last scene when they're driving the tank, I think that tank is moving too fast. It's just,
well, knowing Lupin, he probably like fucking souped up the tank or something.
I don't know.
Added nitro to it.
Monkey punch, go!
That should be a name for Lupin. Like, monkey punch, go!
That's his car. It's like, quick to the monkey punch.
Well, maybe that's like if like Lupin was a superhero, that would be like the catchphrase he says before he transforms.
Monkey punch, go!
And he just like transforms into like Lupin Man.
Yeah, the Superman costume. Yeah. Yeah, because one thing I liked about that pink episode, that, there was all this gold, and Jigen was like, no, Lupin, you gotta leave the gold there. Please, leave it for my friend. It's like, oh, shit. Alright, fine. I thought I was your bestie, Jigen. Gosh. You betrayed her.
Shit, Jigen, you should be hanging out with me. We'll play darts back at home.
Yeah, we can play with the pool table, fucking... We can watch a movie.
Smoke some cigarettes.
We can watch Cobra. We can read some Gold or Teen Manga. I don't know.
Watch a Western. I know you like those.
Watch some Clint Eastwood movies.
Yeah,
King Goldman, what about me? We'll watch your Seven Samurai movie later.
Yeah, so I think it was like a Red Jacket episode where it's like Lupin and Jigen were like fighting over TV. Like Jigen wanted to see like a rerun of like a spaghetti western, and then like Lupin wanted to watch some like drama soap opera thing.
Yeah,
I think they just had the remotes and they were like dueling to see who could click faster.
Yeah, I want to say I remember that, but at the same time I kind of don't. So I don't know. Then again, there's like a lot of like moments like that in Red that it's like for like a few seconds within an episode that I never remember which episode it was.
I mean, like a minor moment, but yeah.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of good moments like that, but I always have a hard time remembering. But yeah, I think we went all out in Lupin.
Yeah, that's enough Lupin.
Yeah, that's enough pinks and blues. I'm trying to remember what else do we normally talk about, because JoJo doesn't start yet.
Yeah, JoJo hasn't come out. Reflection, we'll just wait for the dub.
Well, I do have one thing I wanted to bitch about.
Oh, okay.
It happened in Dragon Ball Super 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Okay, remember what we were talking about of all, the character deaths, and I'll be so pissed off if Krillin was the first one to die in Super?
Oh, don't tell me he dies again.
No, he did not die, but he was the first one to get knock and fuck off the damn tournament. The very first one, and guess who did it? Guess who fucking did it? Not Frieza, but it was Frost. Fucking Frost. Fukatsu
is
no
Frost.
Frost.
Like worse?
Yeah, Frost is like the Frieza universe version.
Yeah, I know, but is he like worse than Frieza, or like?
I guess, because this one could use poison.
Oh.
He puts like poison.
Yeah,
he throws like some poison darts, and he has like one rigged on his tip of his tail and his toes and stuff.
See, like that doesn't make sense. So Frost, I have poison abilities. Like what?
I'm cold as ice. Yeah, so Frost.
Why aren't you just called Venom then?
Copyright.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We are Venom.
Toxin.
Toxic. Oh yeah, let's play. Hopefully Britney Spears won't copyright that either.
I'm trying to think, it's like a poison word that starts with F, but I'm like, no.
Venomous with an F.
Feminine. Oh no.
Venom. Sounds like feminist. Like, oh, shit.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say. I guess depending on who you are, feminism.
So yeah, Krillin's the first one to go, which kind of upset me because Krillin was like having a role going on in that whole episode. Then at the very end, like Frost just kicks him out of the fucking ring, and then he like throws a smoke bomb to get the fuck out of there from 18. It's like, yeah, like psych, hit and run, bitch. But last week,
Krillin used the smoke bomb?
No, Frost. Like he just threw a key blast at the ground, and made a smoke screen, blah blah blah.
Oh, okay. I thought they actually threw a smoke bomb. I'm like, why the fuck would they have a smoke bomb?
No, but episode 100 was kind of interesting because of the whole Super Saiyan girl like emphasis. Because Keijo and the other girl, like the one with the shonen hair. I'm forgetting her name, but I like her more than Keijo.
Khalifa or Cauliflower?
Yeah. Because like she's just so shonen. It's because she was going Super Saiyan 2, and then Goku was like, "Oh, you can reach Super Saiyan 3 in no time." And I just wish there was like a better visual because of a reaction of when she said this because it's from a distance. But she says like, "There's a Super Saiyan 3." It's like, I don't know. She was just like so excited about that, but the thing is, she's sort of she acted a little bitchy towards her sister because they're duking it out. Then her sister throws a key blast and Goku smooth deflects and he's just like, "Hey, can you not bother us?" And then she's going to his sister like, "Oh, I'm not really bothering you, am I?" She just stays silent. Then she goes back and looks at Goku. And then she just starts fighting back. I'm like, oh, come on. That was just cold. That was really cold. And then she gets mad and turns into, bro girly.
Bro girly.
Yeah, that's just what I call her. So, yeah, she was wrecking... Yeah, so she was wrecking shit. But then, I forgot the guy's name, but the new guy that they're building up from the superhero universe, like he shows up, easily takes her out.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm forgetting his name, but he's the one that's in the very beginning of the super opening of the new one. That and Hits, like, kind of like intrigued by that guy, but I forgot what's supposed to happen in this coming Saturday, but yeah, like the Krillin stuff pissed me off, but this week was like, well, the previous was pretty more interesting, because at the very least, I'm like, the comparisons to like where Dragon Ball Super is now compared to what they're doing right now, Resurrection F, is like worlds apart. Because the fight, it's like in that part of Dragon Ball Super was just so stiff, and like even when it's animated good, it's like it doesn't look that interesting. And then this one, it's like, it's surprising how they picked up like speed. It's like, hey, I now remember how to do these fights. But I
wouldn't say picked up speed. You had to go through like what episode? Like in the 90s, 100?
Yeah, like around the 80s, really. So, 80s, 90s.
Like, that's not really picking up speed. That's just like, okay, I think we've had enough complaints.
Yeah, because I'm looking at, like, an episode from 2 weeks ago of Super where Frieza barely turns golden, and then, like, more than half the episode is just them talking to each other, standing in the air. It's like, wow, we really have not advanced so much when, there should be no filler, but it's doing the filler from back then, from, the 90s Toei Animation adaptation of Dragon Ball Z. So I'm like,
Yeah, so, like, what I decided to do with Dragon Ball, because I realized that Super hit 100 sub, and we're still in the fucking Resurrection F arc, so I'm like, what I decided to do is just go ahead and read the manga, so I could eventually just catch up and get, like, I could be somewhat in the loop, but not really.
Yeah, I guess.
That's what I decided to do.
Yeah, there is some
differences. Plus, I heard the manga's better, because it's more fast-paced.
Yeah, it's more, it's more faster to the point. There's a few differences here and there, but, yeah, if you just want to know what's, like, because, I think the manga that's available right now only just barely finished the whole, like, Goku Black stuff. But then again, technically, the only new material has been, that tournament, Goku Black, and the tournament we're in right now.
Right.
Not much.
So I just want to get like, so I can have like a decent conversation with someone, because like I have a friend that's really into Super right now. He's like, oh, why aren't you watching it subbed? Like, because I dedicated my life and soul to Chris Savage. You know, I have a little like a little temple in my closet, right? Just like, you know, just pictures of Chris Savage and all his characters he's voiced. You know,
even Bubbles.
Just like pray to it. Yeah, even Bubbles. Yeah. But yeah, so like, just go down the manga route, read the manga so I can become up to date somewhat. I'm actually wondering if in that new Dragon Ball fighting game they add like super characters to it, or is it just going to be like the OG cast?
So far, it's just been pure Z material.
But see, the thing that like makes me laugh though about this Dragon Ball Z fighting game is like when they announce characters though, it's not that shocking. Like, oh, Piccolo comes into battle. It's like, well, yeah, we know you're going to have Piccolo. It's like, can't really have a Dragon Ball Z fighting game without Piccolo.
Yeah,
or
like without certain characters.
Or Krillin.
Like, so many.
You know, it's kind of like, you're making a big deal out of it, but it's like, it's not like you're adding a new character or a character no one would expect. Like, oh yeah, Mr. Satan.
Yeah, because there's been so many Dragon Ball games. I mean, like, it's kind of a, unless it's a new original character, it's not going to make much of a big deal. Or a character that's never been playable before, which is kind of a challenge in itself. Unless it's something like...
Has Satan actually been in the Dragon Ball fighting game?
Yeah, he's been in Budokais.
Oh, okay.
Since then, so...
I was like wondering, like, hey, was that a thing?
Yeah, actually, he's been there since earlier, like, back when, like, you know, Dragon Ball games weren't that good yet.
So wait, like, in the Budokai games, could he fly, or...?
He had a jetpack.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, so they gave him that so he could, you know, fly.
I'm just surprised, considering how rich he is. Why did he make, like, an Iron Man suit or something for himself?
Iron Satan.
Yeah, I am Iron Satan.
Yeah, Iron Satan. Dynamite kick. Yeah, the character that still hasn't died.
You know, if they make another Dragon Ball live action, Mr. Satan should be, like, a wrestler.
Yeah, let's get Hulk Hogan.
I was going to say, if Hulk Hogan didn't have that controversy, man.
Yeah.
Totally.
Dye his hair and mustache black.
Maybe just not even change the thing about it.
Yeah, just change the clothes, that's it.
He's the real life Mr. Satan.
Well, that's the thing, because when Mr. Satan first showed up, he was actually like a pretty big dude, but then he just gradually gets smaller and goofier.
I mean, yeah, that's true. I always thought it was because he got older, but I'm not sure.
No, well, I think it's that and the fact that he just became way more comedic as the series kept going.
Yeah.
But then again, I always keep forgetting that at some point in the show, this guy did win a martial arts tournament. So there is some.
I mean, like, yeah,
something.
That's what a lot of people like tend to forget. He is a capable martial artist. And
well, the thing is,
I would say if it wasn't for the Z Fighters, because Master Roshi's probably better.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, he doesn't know anything about ki, because even his own daughter, Videl, is, like, way stronger than him, so it's always so weird.
Vidal's kind of a dick.
Oh,
like,
why?
You could have taught your father ki. Like, come on. You know he has that reputation to uphold, and you're not going to, like, hey, Dad, you know, there's this thing called ki, and you could probably live up to those legends and expectations you have.
Yeah, no, at least teach him how to fly, at least.
Yeah, something like that. Like, gosh. Then again, Videl doesn't really fight anymore, does she?
No. Like, well, then again, it's, I don't know, it's some sort of Japanese message where they're saying, like, oh, the moment the main women character gets, like, married, that's it. That's
what I like about Android 18. You know, she's one of the few Dragon Ball girls that, you know, she got married, but that changed how cool she was before she was married.
Yeah, because everything else, like, with Chi-Chi, like, that just sucked. Everyone started hating her after from that point. Then with Videl, like, it just sucked all the manly qualities about her. Then she just became generic housewife.
Yeah, because like, with Chi-Chi, it's like you were such a cool character in the beginning. And then, like, you just became this, like, angry soccer mom.
Most of that's actually anime stuff. A lot of the times in the manga, you barely even see her.
No.
But you know Toei, like, they don't know, like, cliches from canon. They can't separate the two, apparently.
You see, that's the thing I wonder about
I guess when it comes to Dragon Ball, because like everything else has been, I guess, pretty good. I mean, as long as they have, certain shows under their belt, and then all their tokusatsu stuff's like, well, we're okay. It doesn't matter what people say about us.
Yeah, that's the thing about Toei. You can criticize them all you want, but
they're big.
Big guy. Yeah, they're that big guy, like, at the club with the sunglasses of all the ladies around them serving that Don Perry drink or whatever it's called in those clubs. He's that guy. He's like a fat gut just rolling in his money. He's probably, like, smoking his yen. Yeah, man, this Dragon Ball Super thing doesn't work. I still got One Piece. I still got Precure. I'm making bank on that Precure. You know what I'm saying? Then I got my Sentai and my Kamen Rider, and I'm untouchable. And I have everyone's nostalgia in the palm of my hand.
Yeah.
So, like, no one can fuck with me.
I can make another Sailor Moon show if I wanted to.
I can make another Sailor Moon. I can make another Saint Seiya. Hell, I'm bringing back Mazinger Z, because why the fuck not? I can make another North Star or Kaneko Man if I wanted to. I'm just going to set on it until the time is right. Tokujuku, time is right.
Yeah. Fucking.
We'll see how well Tiger Mask goes.
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't go well? Well, fuck it.
We'll just make it all about the girls this time. That's bound to sell more. We'll make it into our new Precure. We'll have a crossover with Precure. Tiger Mask Precure.
I'll totally watch a Precure where, like, the magical girls are all wrestlers. That would be the coolest shit. I would watch that. I don't even care. That'd be amazing. Precure wrestlers.
In fact, I already have a Saint Seiya show on the way. It's gonna come out soon.
It's gonna be about. Oh my god! Now that we're talking about this, I have a feeling if they do bring back Tokujuku, it's gonna be Onajuku.
Yeah.
Everyone loves girls.
Girls, so we'll make Kurenai Onajuku. That Onajuku thing. Well, it didn't do so good in the 80s. Well, I guess it did moderately well, but this time we'll make sure it succeeds. But with girls.
No, the reason why it will succeed, because of girls, because you know what girls have? Boobs. You know what boobs bring? Boys.
Like that song, My Milkshake Brings All the Boys to the Yard.
Yeah.
My anime's better than yours. I could teach you, but I have to charge.
Oh, God. Yeah, see, that's Toei personified right now.
Or better yet,
Toei was a human being.
Maybe instead of the human being, like what we picture with the, all the girls in the bar and all that, maybe instead it's the cat, the Puss in Boots cat. Just with sunglasses swirling his fucking martini or whatever in his right hand like Frieza does. I'm a pussy that gets all the pussy. There's puss in my boots, bitch.
Oh, God. But, yeah, Toei, you can't live with them, you can't live without them.
Shit.
Fucking anime juggernauts. But on the bright side, the tokusatsu stuff is pretty good, so, like, I'm happy on that front.
Don't they have Ultraman too, or is that some other company?
No, that's, Tsuruya Production?
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought you were going to say Toho, or is Toho under
Yeah,
Toei?
maybe Toho, because I know they did have crossovers with, I'm pretty sure someone will correct us in the comments if they made it this far. Because when it comes to tokusatsu, I still am kind of a noob. I'm a noob that's watched a lot. But, yeah, I mean, Kamen Rider is still my favorite, but I'm getting more into Super Sentai. It's pretty... Because at first I wasn't giving Super Sentai a chance, because I'm just like, like, it's cool and everything, but there's way too many animal-themed Sentai shows, and they're all just bright-colored costumes. They're all kind of the same, I wasn't feeling it, but then, I don't know, the new Sentai shows is pretty cool. I was watching a couple other ones, and, like, it's good stuff. And then we're getting a new Kamen Rider in September, Kamen Rider Build. That'll be cool. It'll be the last Heisei generation rider, because Japan's changing their king, or I forgot how that works, but it's going to be a new generation in Japan. What else do we normally talk about? Because we went on a huge Toei tangent.
I think that was the norm, because, let's see, Lupin and My Hero Academia, that's definitely two things we talk about every week. And we're waiting on Stardust Crusaders dub. We're gonna have to wait like maybe 3 or 4 episodes just for like to get momentum going on Crusaders.
Yeah, because like first episode, Jotaro, he looks cool. Dio.
Plot twist. Yeah, episode 2, Kakyoin, and then episode 3, more Dio stuff, and they're gonna go on something happens to Holly, Melf Hunter's time, and then episode 4, okay, now Tower of Great stuff. And then
we're on a bizarre adventure now, boys.
Then Pornorep shows up. So yeah.
AKA the real main character. I don't know.
Pornorep Joestar shows up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there is one piece of news that came out last week that I just remembered is somewhat interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's let me go back and find the actual country it's in. But I want to say it was Argentina, but they're coming out with their own official Keijo sport.
Oh yeah, that's right. I heard about that.
So yes, Keijo is becoming a reality. Can't wait to watch it on TV. It's gonna be the greatest thing ever. Even though I'm questioning though, like I hope the girls are like wearing pads because I imagine that it hurts to actually do that shit in real life. And obviously, we're not going to have like moves called ass eater or show you cans or gate of booty lawn.
Yeah.
Because sadly, real life is not like that.
Yeah. We're also wearing like protectors, and then again, you won't see any of the quick draw gazungas in real life.
Oh, actually, no, it was Portugal. Portugal is. I don't know why I was thinking it was Argentina. It was Portugal.
It was Argentina. They were using much more butt attacks.
Yeah, but why not Portugal? Portugal girls have big. I don't know.
I'm looking back in our previous podcast, thinking like, what do we talk about? Because it was Berserk, but I don't think any chapters come out. Oh yeah, speaking of chapters, I didn't read like the academia stuff. We're off on that.
Didn't it just come out?
Well, there was one from last week. I don't think we talked about that, and then I already forgot. No, we did talk about Fat Gum and Red Riot, Crimson Riot.
Yeah.
We talked about those two, so fucked up on that part. Yeah, I didn't see this week's chapter then. But speaking of chapters, I do feel like, have you read like the chapters that are available for Takeshi?
No, I have not. I kind of fell behind it because like the updates are kind of getting weird, and then I'm like, I'll just save up these chapters for a rainy day. I'm guessing you have.
Yeah,
has it finished a complete volume yet?
It hasn't completed a volume, but it did complete an actual fighting arc.
Oh, okay, wow.
Yeah,
it's that early?
Yeah, it's like 5 or 6 chapters of just fighting, and it's like the manliest shit ever.
I was not expecting that. I thought that was like way later does that
Apparently
shit.
not.
I didn't know. Okay, that's cool.
We're going the Tarchan route. Like, the sooner the better. Yeah, because, so basically the first major enemy is like this, it's like a weird fusion of a character that looks like Toriko and Zebra put together.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, only that, much smaller, since he's like, I think he's the same age as Takeshi, I don't know.
Oh.
He should be, because there was a flashback that mentioned they were both from a leader kindergarten. Yeah, and this is where he goes fist of the North Star, because like he was like the most powerful one there, but he was the most powerful leader, but he didn't get picked. It's like, why am I not the leader? Why is Takeshi got the leader badge? Because Takeshi trusts people and other people trust Takeshi, and then this guy's like, no, I can't remember the guy's name, but the thing is, he has like a really sad past, and which is why he's like so into power. It's like, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it's like you gotta read it for yourself. It's
I'll read it today then. Cause leader kindergarten, that sold me on it. So I am like, leader kindergarten. All right, okay.
Is it like a Ordokojuku in kindergarten?
So ready just for that. Like, I think if I didn't even know about the series and you just told me there's a leader kindergarten, I'm like, you know what? It's a must read.
Yeah, so
Toei, where's the anime?
Yeah, I'm like, well, that was a long time ago. yeah, but that you do see some like manly fights already pretty quickly, but there was still some funny shit in there too.
Was there actual shit though?
There was a fart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think they stopped with the shit for a bit.
Okay, because I was like, for a while, I'm like, wow, there's a piece of shit in like every chapter. I'm like, I don't know if I'm reading Takeshi or Omuraika. Like, I'm like, ooh. And no, those two were coming out simultaneously as well. So I'm like, oh wow, double the shit action. Can't wait. Double the shit.
Yeah, but Takeshi was like there was one pretty funny scene where the guy with the afro, the kid, well, I said the guy, but the kid with the afro, you know, like he was he was fighting two guys, or I say two guys, but maybe they're kids too. I don't fucking know. So he's fighting these two other big manly kids, and then they're saying, "Hey, I'm tired. You want to take a break? Yeah, let's take a break." It's just like so fucking casual about it, but yeah. The first major arc is a pretty good fight. It's like you get really into it. It's like it's so it just escalates so fast. Nothing but fist fighting though. I mean, so no one's throwing any key blasts or anything. So far, it's just been like you know, fast movements and fast punching, but still pretty good. Best taller fight ever.
Yeah, see, I guess it's another thing you gotta think about. You're just watching kids beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah, it's like, this is a good manga.
I mean, you know, you always see those posts on, like, social media where it's just, like, they have a picture of this, like, cute anime girl, and it's like, oh, she's 47, or, oh, she's this age, or something like that.
Yeah.
But you could, like, do a whole bunch of those just based off Takeshi. Like, oh, yeah, he's in, like, what, elementary school?
Yeah, he is, because he's, like, first grader, I think.
He's not even in middle school.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a character that's in elementary school. It's usually middle school or high school, but this is like straight up elementary. I'm like, damn.
Was Shin-chan elementary?
Oh, okay, yeah, but that's different.
Yeah, because of his age.
Like, this action epic. Yeah, Shin-chan's like kindergarten for the rest of his life. Like, people complain about Ashna aging, but like, Shin.
No one graduates.
No one ages. Yeah. Which is weird, because like certain characters just like get babies or something will change about them, but like, oof, this is like the longest year ever.
Yeah, we're going by actual days in the series.
That's what I always question about certain series. I'm like, man, you guys must like for like One Piece, like their adventure before the time skip was like a year. I'm like, wow, that was one busy year.
Yeah, I guess like events like the whole Captain Kuro thing. I think that was 2 days, because I remember that they go barely get to the island. They overhear Captain Kuro. Then they said the following morning he's gonna attack. So that was like a 2-day thing.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I guess now when you think about it, like actual arcs, I don't think are longer than like.
Yeah, because then the day they're in, or like maybe because even like the whole Bleach like rescuing Orihime thing, I'm pretty sure that was like only like 2 or 3 days of stuff.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think they're actually.
But for us, it feels so much longer.
But see, for like One Piece though, the other factor you have to put in is just like, okay, what about the sailing between these islands and shit? Like, how long does that take? Mm-hmm. Because like, okay, arcs are like maybe a couple days at max. Like, I don't know, maybe Alabasta was like a week or something. I don't know. Not really.
Yeah, because I mean they were traveling through the desert, so.
Yeah, so it's like all this walking and shit. Like, how long does that take?
I'm kind of curious how many days they spend in Namek since the sun never goes down.
Oh yeah, Namek. But see, though, in Dragon Ball Z, in their case, though, people actually do age, which I do respect. Even though you can't really tell Goku and Vegeta, because they're, like, immortal, basically. Which kind of sucks, because I want to see, like, an old Saiyan looks like. Like, real Grandpa Saiyan. But
that's the character's name.
Because Goku is technically a grandpa, but he looks like he could be your gym buddy.
It's great saying grandpa.
It's so weird though that like Goku is a grandpa. It's like, oh no. But again, I guess it's cool that your grandpa's that physically fit. So that's something cool. But then again, going to your grandparents' house isn't going to really be that amazing because your grandpa's not going to spend time with you because he's too busy training. Mm-hmm. But yeah, okay. Anyways, I just got quiet. Yeah, I mean it's been an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. See, the only solution I think we could probably maybe do, just because this is a slow season, and like, well, not slow. There's good things, but I don't think we're all watching the same thing.
No.
And since we're like behind in academia and reflection, I don't know. Maybe we should like get topics from the viewers and just talk about that. That we could actually eat up time, I guess, and like take a couple each week. It's not like we're gonna get a lot, because like realistically, the podcast I don't think gets that many. Like the most comments I think was maybe like 5 or 6 in one episode.
I don't know.
Like it varies episode to episode with the podcast. So like, I mean, I know it's been increasing lately, which is cool.
Yeah, it's been going like up and down depending on the topics, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, then again, all this month I've been uploading mostly podcasts because I've been like editing other stuff.
Right. So, yeah. And then hopefully, I mean, I'm not sure if you can hear the difference, but I'm using a different mic. Well, I'm using my old mic I used to do back in the day, the early podcast. So I'm not sure if I sound better.
I don't know. It sounds, to me, it sounds the same, but I don't know. Apparently, you hear things I don't.
I don't know, because like when I hear myself in the podcast, I'm like, why has no one called me out? I have a really shitty.
Well, I don't know. Maybe my audience are just nice people. I don't fucking know.
Well, that's true. Both of us have like pretty chill subscribers. Like we don't have. I guess that's the benefit of talking about series that are not popular. You kind of like.
Yeah, oh, that reminds me. I forgot this guy's channel, but I did find like this manly podcast that's like they've done 10 videos so far or so.
Oh.
Yeah, they talked about like old school stuff or something. I don't know. I need to go back and look for the channel because I forgot what they're called.
That's why I always miss Ruben.
Yeah, Godzilla Padilla Z, but he's not like hanging out on YouTube anymore.
Yeah, even Z at a time.
Yeah, like Z's like been busy with his life. Like he only shows up to rant about Dragon Ball Super. I mean,
you see him live stream on his channel, like, and then again talk about Z or like games. We'll just have to see. Maybe we could work on the summer on turning this podcast to something amazing.
I don't know.
We have time to rebuild ourselves. I don't know. Maybe give the podcast an actual fucking name. Like, dude, just for the love of God, just call it the HeroCast or something.
I don't fucking know. I don't know. I don't know if I should change it. I just feel like just leave it as it is.
Because that's right. It's just like podcast number something. I'm like, okay. Please give us a name.
I don't know.
Hockey Party Podcast.
I don't know. I just been calling it like Anime Hero Podcast, but I just say AH for short because I don't feel like putting the whole thing and then it takes up the space of the title.
It's just like I don't know. It's like I like how reading like when you upload a new video, it's like something review. That's how I read it personally. Updates 2017.
I don't know. Unless I can get like a girl.
You're gonna use it.
I don't know. Unless I can get a girlfriend and just for her to read it, just says like like in an orgasm way, like podcast, like oh yes. Like, but that will never happen. I don't know. That would never happen in this. Like.
Well, okay, you could probably get a girlfriend, but I'm not sure if she's going orgasm for an intro. That's kind of like that's pushing it, buddy.
It's like, hey, can you do a little favor for me? Sight bitch. Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'll ever call anyone that unless maybe jokingly or something. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, jokingly. Even then, I'll kind of like. I know I do joke around a lot, but like reality though, I kind of like if they start making fun of someone, I kind of feel bad. Like I remember one time I was with my college buddies and we're all roasting this one guy, but then it was getting to the point where I felt really bad for the guy. And then I'm just like, it's okay, buddy. You know, it was all jokes. We all respect you, bro. And he's like, thanks. I'm what they call a good boy.
Yeah.
But but I don't know. Maybe for just this summer season, we should just get like topics, like our questions or whatever. Like the actual Pizza Party podcast, which I guess is our template.
I don't know.
Well, to be fair though, we're the most consistent anime podcast I've seen.
Oh, well, yeah, we're kind of weekly for the most part.
Yeah, like we're not even bi-weekly. We're weekly. We're consistent.
Yeah,
so that's one.
It also shows I don't have a life.
Yeah, because there's the weekcast, and they were being consistent, and then they just stopped. And then there was the anime. There was Pataku, which they died.
Oh yeah, they died a long time ago.
But then I think Giguk, I can't remember how you say his name. But like I know he has a new podcast, but I don't think it's that big, or I haven't really heard that many people talk about it. So we still got our chance to become the greatest anime podcast, and then we can start putting our podcast on iTunes or Podbean or where the fuck they put their real podcast. Well, I don't know. Do something like that. We could be like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We started from the bottom. Now we're here. Boy, I don't know. Then we invite special guests and we get like industry people. Like, hey, we got fucking. Well, again, we talk about anime. It's not like we could get an actual anime person because they'll probably speak Japanese.
Well, I don't know. Depends what happens.
No, let's talk to other YouTubers. I don't know. But yeah, podcasts.
Yeah, I think we're about done for this video.
Yeah. Now we're just like actually talking about the actual podcast itself. Got fucking meta in here.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I don't think there's anything else going around.
Yeah. So if you guys are still listening, hey, how you doing?
You were kind of reminding me of like all the, because the Super Game Brothers have been doing like I was gonna say Slide Crash. Like, whoops, that's not right.
Slide Crash and Clank.
Yeah. They've been doing Crash, fucking Crash, and then I don't know. They keep making some random jokes about like the loading screens about the Aku Aku, making these faces and
yeah, because they're so slow too. Yeah.
Yeah, he just like makes like these grins, like, hey, so I'm just picturing that. It's like, hey, you still listening? Okay.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? Yeah. Podcast, anime. Yeah.
If you're still listening, tell us how your day's going. I hope it's good. I'm hoping you're drinking plenty of water during this hot summer.
I'm going to drink another bottle.
Getting some exercise. Take care of yourself. Eat healthy. Eat right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'll start playing Sly Cooper 1 a little later because I want to try to at least get that last mask in Slide 4, but I don't know. It's been such a fucking pain, and then. Slide 3, I'm not done, but Slide 2, I did. I guess technically it's not 100% complete just because I haven't bought 3 or 2 items, not items, the level up things, and then I didn't steal all the treasures. So I don't know, but Slide 2 is pretty much done. Slide 4, it's like almost done. So I don't know, those 2 games. Slide 1 I haven't played yet, but maybe later. But anyways, I guess that's it.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah, that's the end of the podcast.